I went deep into the internet and found what might be the worst credit score in America. And then I asked a crazy question. Could you actually fix it? Is it possible to go from the absolute bottom of the barrel to the top of the mountain? Well, we're about to find out. Say hello to our starting point, 430. This isn't just a number. It's a financial death sentence. This is the kind of score that doesn't just get you denied for a credit card, it gets your application laughed at, shredded, and then thrown in a dumpster fire. You want a new phone plan? Sorry, denied. Need a car to get to work? Nope. Want to rent a decent apartment? Don't even bother asking. With a 430, you are a ghost, a financial pariah. The system pretends you don't even exist. But what if you could fight your way back? This whole mission started because of a real post from a Redditor named Ugandan. They went from a pretty good score all the way down to rock bottom. So we're taking on their challenge. This is the ultimate financial comeback story, a credit score speedrun. Is it even possible to climb out of a hole this deep? Let's find out. If you have ever felt like you are fighting a losing battle against some stupid number on a screen, do me a huge favor and absolutely demolish that subscribe button, because we're about to arm you for the fight. And I have to know, what's the very first thing you do if you woke up with a perfect 850 credit score? Drop it in the comments. All right, let's get to the game plan. To win any video game, you gotta know the final boss. And in the game of credit, the boss is a 3-digit monster called FICO. It's not just some random algorithm, it's a beast with 5 very specific attack patterns we need to learn. Check out its stat sheet. A massive 35% of its power comes from payment history. That's its main attack. You miss one payment and bam, it's a critical hit right to your score. Another 30% is amounts owed. Think of this as like a poison effect that slowly drains your financial health over time. The other 3 are smaller jabs, but trust me, they add up. To win, we have to block all 5 moves at once. But here's the secret. Like every good video game boss, FICO has a weak spot. A big, glowing red button we can push right now. It's called your credit utilization ratio. Yeah, it's a nerdy name, but all it means is the percentage of your available credit that you're currently using. The experts say keep it below 30%. That means if your credit limit is $1,000, you never let your balance go above $300. This is our secret weapon. It's the fastest way to start dealing damage back to the boss. Okay, we've studied the enemy. Now it's time to gear up. Welcome to the Armory. These aren't just financial strategies. This is the debt-fighting arsenal we're taking into battle. You basically have 2 different fighting styles to choose from. First up, the Debt Snowball. This is your brawler. You ignore the interest rates and just attack your smallest debts first. Knock them out, get that quick win, feel amazing, and then roll that momentum into the next fight. Then you've got the Debt Avalanche. This is for the pure strategists. You ignore the balances and attack the debt with the highest, most insane interest rate. It saves you more money in the long run, but it's a slow, tactical grind. So you gotta choose your fighter. But what if I told you there's a power-up that gives you temporary invincibility? A real-life God mode for your debt. It exists, and it's called a 0% balance transfer card. You move all your high-interest debt onto this one card, and for up to 21 months, the interest rate is 0. The boss can't hurt you. The damage just stops. And don't just take my word for it. Look at the loot you get. On a $6,000 debt with a nasty 22% interest rate, you'd end up paying the bank an extra $1,500. But with the cheat code, you pay 0 in interest. That's over $1,000 that stays in your pocket. It's not a strategy, it's a treasure chest. So we have a plan, we have our weapons. But what happens if we just do nothing? What are the real stakes if we fail this mission? This is where things get a little terrifying. This chart right here, this is basically a horror movie. Researchers from the Urban Institute call it the delinquency death spiral. All it takes is one missed payment, just one, and you become up to 64% more likely to have a terrible credit score 3 years from now. It's a vortex. One mistake makes it harder to get by, which leads to another mistake, and down you go. And what does that mean for your actual life? It means the world starts charging you a "you suck at money" tax. I'm serious. Your car loan costs more. Your insurance costs more. A mortgage, if you can even get one, costs way more. You are literally paying a penalty for being in a tough spot. The stakes could not be higher.
Okay, enough of the scary stuff. We know the enemy, we've got our weapons, we understand the stakes. Now it's time for the training montage. Let's execute the comeback.
Here it is, the official game plan, pulled from people who have actually beaten this boss. Step 1, secure your base. You get 1 or 2 secured credit cards. You put down a small deposit, and they start reporting your good behavior. Step 2, negotiate with the enemy. You can actually call collection agencies and offer to pay the debt if they agree to delete the negative mark from your report. It's a game changer. Step 3, level up with a power-up like a credit builder loan. And step 4, the most important step of all, the grind. You pay every single bill on time, no exceptions.
Now, let's be real for a second. This isn't magic. Those old mistakes, the collections, the charge-offs, there's like financial goats that can haunt your credit report for 7 to 10 years. So this speed run isn't a sprint. It's a marathon with hurdles and maybe a few landmines.
But the grind works. Let's check back in on our hero, the Redditor. They posted an update. They started at that brutal 430. But after following the plan for a year, they climbed all the way to 640. That is a 210-point jump. They proved that even though those old ghosts are still hanging around, your new positive actions are powerful enough to totally rewrite your financial story. So, what's the verdict? Is the great credit comeback actually possible? The answer is 100% yes. It takes a plan, it takes discipline, and yeah, it takes time, but it is absolutely possible. And now, the controller is in your hands.
So let's boil it all down. Here's your starter pack, the top 5 moves you can make today. 1, keep your credit card balances below 30% of the limit. Even better, get them under 10%. 2, automate every single bill payment. Set it and forget it. 3, get a secured card and pay it off completely every single week. 4, check your credit report for errors. You might find free points just waiting for you. And 5, if you have high interest debt, hunt for that 0% balance transfer cheat code.
Look, when it comes down to it, a credit score isn't a report card on your life. It's not a measure of you as a person. It's just a price tag. It's the price you have to pay to play the game of borrowing money. So my only question for you is this: are you ready to change the price?